Hello fellow chartists, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Chartist, and today we had a pretty overall bullish day in the SPY. It looks like the bears got squeezed out a bit, and we'll start off with my Discord like we usually do. Okay, so the plan for SPY today, when I wrote this, it was 8:26 a.m. so I was going based on the pre-market price action, and the setup, the way it was looking, looked like it was going to crack 457. If we break it, the next target would have been 459, then 463. That means we would have needed 459 to hold to get to the 463. Okay, you play it level by level. All right, then the bearish scenario is if we lose 453, it would have been another leg down to 443.5 at least. Okay, so the reason why I said 457 was because that was the recapture of this white rising trend line. Okay, we got the recapture. All right, now bulls are not out of the clear just yet. Okay, because not too long ago, on the 2nd of December, we had a recapture, and the very next day it sold all the way down to this critical resistant blue rising trend line. Okay, this rising trend line starts from the low of March 2020, and then you got a touch here, and the 3rd of December we got the touch there, but we saw a good amount of buying pressure. Okay, so I waited until we got the recapture. And we took profit. Well, I took profit around 459, so I played from one level to the next level. Okay, but we got as high as 460.79. Unfortunately, we did not close above 459. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait to see how the price action behaves tomorrow to see if we can hit that 463 price target, which is this next green resistant line. Okay, this green resistant line was another rising trend line. Started from May, touch here, a touch here. Here's where we got the breakdown. Here's the back test, and it continued down lower, and then went up, test, broke out, test a couple times, and that's when we went to new all-time highs to this next one. Okay, this is what I mean, play level by level, from support to resistant. We break resistant, it becomes a new support. So now that we got this recapture, 457 must hold. 457 must hold in order for us to go and test this next resistant level. Okay, if we lose 457, we're gonna see more bearish price action, and I don't think this blue rising trend line is gonna hold this time. Okay, it held last week. It might not hold this time, and we could sell all the way down to we're gonna fill this gap, but I think we'll come down to fill this gap. And of course, if it goes lower, we have another gap down here around 436 to 438. Okay, if the bearish scenario does happen, I would look to enter around 443.5, around this gap down here. Okay, but as long as 457 holds, that means the recapture held. That's one of my favorite trade setups. As long as the recapture is intact, we can go and test the 463 to 464 level. Okay, I'm not gonna be 100% bullish until we break back above this resistant line right here. Okay, that's around 466 right now, on the 465 to 466. Above that, I would be bullish, and we could head up to a new all-time high. Okay, but we gotta play level by level. So if we lose 457, I am bearish. Okay, that's the bearish scenario. We lose 457, and then we'll head down lower, possibly go down and retest 451, 450 to 451 zone. I don't think that'll hold, and we'll go down lower. Okay, because the downtrend, we'll see lower lows and lower highs. So we got that lower low. From this lower low, this would be a lower high. If we go down, it'll be a lower high from that. Even if we go get rejected from here. Okay, so I would expect a lower low, probably down to 443. Okay, so bearish scenario, the 457 does not hold, and we'll head down lower. Okay, bullish scenario, the 457 continues to hold, and we'll head up higher. Okay, another bearish scenario is that we do go test this rising green trend line, but we'll get rejected from there, and we'll probably head down lower. Okay, so those are the scenarios that I will be watching for tomorrow. Okay, so as long as 457 it holds, 463 to 464 is my next price target. If we lose 457, which means a loss of the recapture, then I'll be more bearish all the way down to probably even lower. Like I said many times already, a few times, probably even lower than 450 to 457. If we lose this rising trend line, that's a multi-year rising trend line, by the way, we could do a much deeper sell-off, and it's gonna come very fast. Okay, so if we look at our moving averages, you'll see that we bounce off the 50-day moving average, which is the orange line. 50-day moving average is right there. We bounced off of it, and we were able to close above the 5-day moving average. Okay, so we see bullish momentum gaining. Okay, and 463, it's around where the 20-day moving average is. Okay, so we could see some resistance there. If we see a sharp rejection, that's a bearish warning sign. If we see it go there and then it starts basing a little bit, meaning it goes sideways, maybe bull flagging a little bit, something like that, that's a sign that it's building energy to head up higher. Okay, so we take a look at the VIX. VIX is still, technically speaking, is still holding above the breakout level. That's this purple line right here. If y'all don't know what that is, it's a falling trend line that I had since April of 2020. Okay, got a touch there, a touch there, and then we had this breakout. Okay, that's where the breakout is, and it's still holding above. But keep in mind that the VIX closed below the 5-day moving average. Okay, that's a warning sign. Okay, that's bearish momentum building. Okay, but it's only one close. Market makers love faking us out, so it's only one close below the 5-day moving average. We need at least two or more. The more the better, right? And of course, if we see the VIX getting back below this breakout level, all right, the VIX below 26, that will be a false breakout again. We already had one false breakout here. If we get a false breakout from the VIX again, it's most likely, saying in probability now, most likely that it will be very bullish for the SPY, and the SPY will continue upwards. Okay, but as long as the VIX is staying above this breakout level, it's pretty bearish for the SPY. Okay, guys, keep it that simple. 26, watch that level, 26. Below 26, bullish for the SPY. Above 26, still bearish for the SPY. Okay, moving on to QQQ. QQQ, we also had a recapture of this red trending line. Okay, it's not that powerful yet, and the reason why I say it's not that powerful is because we lost this white rising trend line right here. We did not recapture that. Now this red rising trend line is all the way from July of 2021. Touch there. There's the breakout. Well, breakdown was here. They faked us here, and then we really got the real breakout. And of course, when we broke back above, we went to new all-time highs at the time. Okay, playing level by level, guys. So we were able to recapture this, but it's not looking too bullish just yet. Keep in mind, we barely even touched the 5-day moving average. So QQQ is still looking bearish. I will be more bullish with QQQ is if we recapture this rising white trend line. Okay, so QQQ above 389 will be bullish. Okay, and then we could possibly go back and test 400 to 401, all right, which is where this resistant level is. Okay, so I'm not gonna be bullish on QQQ until we recapture this level. Okay, guys, that's the QQQ. Dow Jones, we had this inside day candle right here back on the 2nd of December. Here was the mother candle. Today we broke above the mother candle's high. All right, so now it's starting to look bullish. We could get another we could get a relief rally up to about 358. Of course, we got to stay above 350. Okay, if it gets back within the range of the mother candle, which was this candle right here, or it falls below 350.3, that's a bearish sign. Okay, we do have support at the 5-day moving average is at 346, and then the 200-day is at 344.2. all right, but what we really want to see is it continue to stay above 350.3, which keeps 358 in play. All right, IWM, couple of fake outs here. All right, it broke down from this critical support level, recaptured it, broke down again. Today we recaptured it. But this time, today's a little different because this recapture right here, it tested the 5-day moving average and closed just below it. That's a bearish sign. Today's recapture, we opened a little below the 5-day moving average, but we were able to close above it. So that's a sign that bullish momentum is building for the IWM. Okay? So of course, play level by level. IWM below 216.2, very bearish. Okay? If it continues to stay above, it will put 224 in play. Okay? Keep it that simple. And Bitcoin. Bitcoin very bearish, guys. Very bearish, okay? That was the falling wedge. Broke out. I hope you guys cut your losses. It came down, took out the stop losses. This was on the 4th of December. Took out the stop losses of this falling trend line. Okay, because we broke out back in October. Now it's like a retest of that level. Took out all the stop losses if it was any. Continuing to stay above so far, okay? Now, I will not be bullish until you can see this channel right here, this red channel. I will not be bullish on Bitcoin until it can reclaim that. Okay, so Bitcoin above 52.9, and I do mean above, I would be bullish again, which is also puts it back above the previous high that was back in September 8th. Okay, but as long as below that, I'm just gonna stay in cash position because I'm bearish on Bitcoin right now. Okay, guys, so that's what I have for you today. I hope this technical analysis was able to help, and I hope you guys made a shit ton of money, and I'll see you all soon.